What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Board Game Sensei YouTube channel. I'm your boy Nick, and guys, today I have another video for you where we're going to be talking about the games leaving and entering into my collection. Guys, if you like what you see, do the things that they like to tell you to do on YouTube. You can subscribe, you can hit the bell notification, or not at all. I just appreciate you guys coming and watching my videos and commenting. I really do appreciate all of you that do that. Now let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with the games that are leaving my collection. Now, these games, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games leaving, and 8 games, well, 9 games that have come into my collection. And I like to, this rotating system. I'm loving the rotating system of one game in, one game out, type thing. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the first game that is going to be leaving my collection, and that is Lucky Numbers. Now, I got this game, I don't know, a few years back, and I was watching on Board Game Geek. I was watching Nikki Lincoln and all those guys over there on game nights play this game, and I actually liked it the first time I got this game. Me and my wife played it on a camping trip, and we really did like this game, but what ended up happening is we played it, I think we overplayed it to the point to where it just kept becoming samey, and it's just not, it's a good game, but it's not a great game, right? And really what I want in my collection is great games, not just good games. But this is a really good game, and I'm hoping to give it to someone who will play this and have a good time with it. And like I said, great game. It's just, it's time for it to move on, but that's Lucky Numbers leaving the collection. And I love the fact where you're just drawing numbers and you're trying to do ascending order from highest to low, or from lowest to highest. And it is actually really, really neat. And I like that a lot. Sorry. I don't know what that was. But anyways, great game, or a good game, I should say. And it just overstayed its welcome just a little bit. And then the next game that's leaving my collection is Dragon Keepers. When we first got this game, I was really excited to play it. We played it one time, and I just didn't like it. It was okay. It was okay game, right? It wasn't the best game, but it was okay. There's many more games that are way better than this, but it is an okay game. It's not, I don't know, it just doesn't have the staying power in my collection as these other games do there. So that's Dragon Keepers. That will be leaving the collection. This is another game that I haven't even played. It's actually on my shelf of shame, but I've been doing some research on it and looking up the things, and it just doesn't seem to be my type of game, which is okay, and that game is Ancient Knowledge. Yeah, I don't know. This is just a game that just didn't sit right with me, and I remember buying this like an impulse buy back in the day, probably around 2021, and I just impulse buyed it, and I thought it was going to be good, and I thought I was going to get it played before I was coming to this point to where I was getting rid of my games, but it just didn't hit for me. I just never got it to the table, and yeah, I know that Board Game Co. likes this game. I know that Tom Vasel likes this game, and yeah, I don't know. It's just maybe in the future, like if I see this game come back up and there's a lot of hype to it, maybe I will repurchase it. But as for now, this game is going out of my collection. I've done my research on that, and I didn't really have the unction to want to play it or anything. It doesn't have a solo mode, so I wasn't able to test it out to see if I actually liked it. So that game is going. I'm sure it's a good game. It's just not going to stay in my collection there. Next game we got here is Triqueta, however you say it. But all I know is, okay, so this game is actually not that bad. It's just I don't have the gaming group to get this out the way I want to get it out. It doesn't have a solo mode. It plays relatively short. It's about 20 to 30 minutes long. It's just, I don't know, this game is just a little different. It's not the, in my opinion, it's not the funnest game out there. So I just thought, it's time for this to go. It's just sitting on my shelf collecting dust when someone else could enjoy Triqueta rather than me. It's just not for me. It's not for my gaming group there. So yeah, and this next game, this one hurts. Okay, this one hurts a little bit because I really do like this game. It's actually one of my favorite games of all time, but we just don't get it to the table enough, right? We don't get it to the table enough, and it may change, right? This may change. Nah, it's good. It's going, and that is Wild Child West. Look, this is a good game. I will say this is a good game. The only thing is there's a whole lot more. There's a whole lot more tile placement games that are way better than this game is, and I don't know. This game just it's. I feel like I've seen all that I had to see with this game, and there's not much. There's not much that more you can do with when you play this game over and over again. But yeah, I think it's just good to go. It's a great game. You're placing tiles, you're rolling these dice to grab the tiles. Good game. And this one actually is a great game. It's just there's better tile placement games that I have in my collection, and this one just I don't know. It's been sitting on the shelf, and I really want someone else to enjoy this game because it's a really good game. And it doesn't need to just be sitting on the shelf. So that's Wild Child West. Great game. Like I said, just I don't know, just doesn't need to be sitting on the shelf there. And then the next game I'm getting rid of is Brew. Brew's just mean, right? I don't mind mean games, but this one is just not fun to me. I mean, the dice placement is okay. The set collection of the animals is okay. The area majority, area control, it's okay. It's just there are better area majority games, better even dice placement games out there. And then this one just got to go. It's not a bad game. It's just it doesn't. I don't know. It's just not. We don't get it to the table like we do these other games, and that's why this one is leaving. Although I do somewhat like Brew. It's just my gaming group doesn't like it, and it's got to go. You can't keep games that you may like a little bit, but your gaming group don't like. This game's just got to go. So that's Brew. Next game, I am sad I'm getting rid of this, but then there's another part of me that's like it deserves to be in another collection that is going to be played at least in a smaller collection. I think this game would work greater in a smaller collection because when you have a big collection like mine with a little over 200 games, then what happens is this kind of gets put to the side. It kind of gets overlooked, and that game's Garinto. Yeah, it's a great game. I will say this is another great game here. It's a good puzzle there, but there's been so many more games that I've been playing and that I like way more than Garinto that this game needs to be, I believe, in a collection that's a little bit smaller so that it can get played more because this game deserves to be played more, and it doesn't get played enough. So that's why I'm giving that game away, and we are going to get that one out of my collection because it just needs more love, and I can't give it the love that it needs in my collection. So that's why that is going. And this next game is a deduction type game. We played it a few times, and it's just math. It just feels like you're in school or you're working, and that's Turing Machine.
I like it.
My wife likes it, I was just told, so maybe I'm not getting rid of it. So we're gonna keep this one in my collection because my wife likes this game, and we're not getting rid of Turing Machine. I think it's more of a, you know what? We're just gonna keep that game. Okay, just got the confirmation. I just got the confirmation. She tells me she wants to get rid of it, but I got the confirmation that she wants it.
I'm not gonna pull it out, but it's like a puzzle game.
Okay.
It's not like school.
Okay, it's not like school.
I'm not mad that he said that it was like school.
But I'm getting rid of it.
That's okay.
Okay, so we are, okay. Scratch that. We are getting rid of, are you sure?
Yes. Because you won't play it.
Are you sure?
Have I ever pulled it out?
No.
Alright.
Okay, we're getting rid of Turing Machine. So Turing Machine, okay, it's not like school, right? It's a puzzle game but I don't know why I said it was like school. It's not like school. So this is
Because some people it is.
to some people it is like school, but we're going to get rid of Turing Machine, and I'm going to keep all that in there because I thought it was hilarious. And yeah, Turing Machine, it is going. It deserves more love than what it gets. I mean, my wife loves the game. It's okay. It's an okay, I'm not even going to call it a game. It's an okay puzzle, right? It's an okay activity, right? That's what I'm going to call it. So that's that game.
I like this game.
Okay,
I feel
it's
like
not.
I'd equate it to Wordle.
Okay, so it's like a Wordle type game
But it's
with numbers, right? With numbers. Yeah, I agree with that. So we'll keep that there. Okay, so we'll you know what? We'll keep it. We're just going to keep it. we're just going to keep it because my wife may want to play it one day, and we're just going to keep that in the collection, okay? So scratch that. Next game and the final game that is leaving my collection, Dead of Winter. Okay, this is one of the first games that I got when I started the hobby, and I love it. I really do love Dead of Winter, but here's the thing. There are so many more cooperative, semi-cooperative games that are better than Dead of Winter and that do more than what Dead of Winter does, and there's so many more zombie games that are way better than Dead of Winter that really Dead of Winter gets pushed aside a little bit. Although this is a great game. I will say this is a great game, but there are other great games that do a lot better than Dead of Winter does. And I love the system. I love the crossroad system where, you know, if something happens, then that card will be red. If something doesn't, if you're, for instance, if you meet somebody and you have, or you're playing as someone, then it'll trigger an event there. And I think that's really cool. But there are better zombie games. And I know of a person who will play this game a lot more than I will. And my group we just played it till we don't like it anymore. But that's just how. So those are all the games that are leaving, minus one game that will be staying in the collection, which is okay. It's a good puzzle. It's a good activity for the mind, right? But that is Turing Machine. Turing Machine will not be leaving the collection. But yeah, guys, that is the games that are leaving the collection. Now we're going to go to the games that have arrived in the collection, and I am super excited about this one. All right, so now we're going to go on to the games that are entering into the collection. And guys, there are some pretty decent games that I'm super excited about that are entering into the collection. And I think my wife's excited about some of these too. And I can't wait to show you guys. So let's go ahead and right into it. The first game that's entering into my collection is Neotopia. I've heard a lot. Well, I've heard some about Neotopia. And I've done some research on this game. And it looks really, really interesting and really fun. I don't know how it's going to play, but I'm super excited to get this one to the table and to get it played here. I'm thinking about giving this one a shot here soon to see how it plays. Yeah, it's a 2 to 4 player game, and I want to try to play it at each player count just to see how it goes there. But yeah, that's Neotopia. So that game has entered into the collection for one of the spots there. And then another game, and I'm trying to go a little bit quicker here because I don't want this video to be too long. You know? So another game that's entering, and this next game I'm going to show you, I was very skeptical of this game until I saw the game kind of pick up and then more content came out for it. And then I was like, I have got to try that game. And that game is Heat Pedal to the Metal. I have heard so many good and pretty much only good things about this game. And I don't really have a racing game in my collection, and this is the only racing game in the collection that I have. And I know Days of Wonder does a good job. They make one of my favorite games, Small World, that I really love, and I'm never getting rid of that game. But Heat Pedal to the Metal, I've heard, has just got so many cool things. It's got a solo mode, so I can try it solo, and it's also got extra content. And I mean, I've heard so many good things about this. I'm looking forward to getting Heat Pedal to the Metal to the table, and I hope that it holds up to what people are saying it does there. And this next game, I've been wanting this game for a very, very long time. And I've still watched this game periodically, and I've watched this game for a few years now, and that is Planet Unknown. I finally got Planet Unknown, and I'm super stoked to get this to the table. I love the lazy Susan aspect of it, and how you can turn the wheel to pick a tile and place the tile. And this is why Wild Child West is leaving, because I think Planet Unknown will totally trump that for me. And I'm looking forward to getting this one to the table. I'm super excited about this one and can't wait to learn the rules to get that one played there. And this next game that is in my collection is a game that when my son gets a little bit older, and maybe even now, he might be able to understand that too. I don't know yet, but we'll have to see. But when my son gets a little bit older, I like to play with him, and that is Chronicles of Avil or Avil. I don't know how you really say it. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments down below. But Chronicles of Avil, and man, this game looks cute, right? It looks cute, but it looks fun as well. I mean, you can create your character, you're battling monsters. You can gain golden equipment, which I think is pretty cool. It looks like it has dice, and I love good dice chucking type mechanics. You explore the map, kind of like a map exploring thing. Yeah, you get to encounter a big beast, and then yeah, I think this is gonna be a really fun one to play. Rebel. I've heard good things about Rebel Studio, and I've heard good things about this, and I know there's an expansion to this game as well. And I don't know. I'm just looking forward to trying that as well. So that is Chronicles of Avil. Now this next game, I saw a friend over in the community that has this game, and I'm trying to remember. There's a couple friends who have this game in the community that I saw, and then I just said, you know what, we're gonna pick it up, and that is Rewild South America. Man, you guys, if you guys have watched me long enough, or even over on Instagram, you've watched me. You guys know I love animals, and this is just absolutely just a beautiful. I mean, but here's the thing. I do recognize that the art is AI art. I do realize that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Although the art is beautiful, and that's a whole different video. You know what? I'm going to do a video here soon. I feel like I need to about AI in the board gaming hobby and how I feel about it. But anyways, I'm gonna leave that to it for right now. But Rewild, I am excited to play this because I just have a feeling this is gonna be a good game to play. But yeah, we're gonna hold off on the AI comments until that video coming out. Oh, this next one is really exciting. This is a game by Martin Wallace, and no, it's not Brass, right? Although I'm really looking forward to like Brass Pittsburgh coming out. So I did back that. So I kind of broke my rule of the 2026 no buy rule. So yeah. So I already broke it, but yeah. Anyways, I have one game of each going out, and then one coming in. So I'm kind of rotating there. So I'm not necessarily adding on to the collection. I'm rotating and getting rid of games that I don't play, and getting games that I think I will play. Right. So I'm not necessarily breaking my rule, but I am breaking the rule. So forgive me for that. But this next game I think is going to be really cool, and that is Nanty Narking. I don't think many people know about this game. It's a game a Victorian game of wit and what's that? Podsnappery, whatever that means. There, but I mean, this is the deluxe edition of the game, and honestly, I'm super excited to try this game out because I have actually watched a few games of Nanty Narking, and it looks absolutely fun. It looks so fun. I love Martin Wallace. I've not played his Brass games, but I've heard and I was told that I need to. So that is why Brass Pittsburgh is on the radar, and I'm looking forward to that and hoping to try it. I don't think I'm going to get Brass Birmingham or Brass Lancashire because I want to try Brass Pittsburgh because I've heard that it is the peak of the Martin Wallace Brass system. So I'm going to try that. But Nanty Narking, really looking forward to playing this. I don't know much about it besides what I've watched, but what I have seen, I have really liked. So I can't wait to get that to the table there. Now this next game is so cool. And I've actually saw Alex Radcliffe over on Board Game Co. play this. Or did he play it, or did he either played it or he reviewed it? It's one of the two. But I'm looking forward to this one because I'll tell you what. What's that game? It's kind of like chess. I'm losing it. It's not Citadels. Anyways, it's kind of like chess, but you have to build on top of the building and stuff like that. I can't really remember the game at this point. I'll put it up on the screen right here. That way you guys will know what I'm talking about. But you might already know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I don't want to tarry on that. But next game here is Ragnaroks. Yeah, this is up to 6 players. You can play up to 6 players in this game. And it looks really, really fun where it looks like you're just placing out runes and trying to do a really cool strategy there of trying to block out people. I really think this is going to be a good time. And yeah, I can't wait to try it. Gray Fox Games, 2 to 6 players, 30 minutes max. I mean, you can't beat that, right? I need more short games in my collection. I feel like all I have in my collection is long games, but yeah. So there's that there. So Ragnaroks, not really much to say about that because I don't know much about it. This next one I've seen played dozens of times, right? I mean, dozens of times. And man, I can't wait it's by Pandasaurus Games. I have a lot of Pandasaurus games that I love. I love Pandasaurus Games. They're a great publisher. And yeah, but anyways, it's Orichalcum. I know a lot of you have heard about Orichalcum, but this just looks so sick. Like I said, I like the tile placement games. It looks like it's also action card selection, or like card selection as well. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to trying this out as well. I've heard good things about Orichalcum, and I'm looking forward to this because I just like the theme. I just think the artwork's really cool. I mean, it's by Bruno Cathala. Like, you can't beat that, right? And I don't know, it just looks really cool. I mean, look at that art, right? I mean, the art is amazing there, and it's still shrink. So all these games are still in the shrink. So it's going to be a while before I get to them. And by the way, it adds to my 76. Well, no, yeah, it adds to my 76 board games that I haven't played yet. So I'm a little bit behind there still. But actually, I've been doing pretty good. I've been working on my shelf machine there, and I've gotten it low there. But Orichalcum, looking forward to playing that there. Now this last game is a game I did back. I did back this game, and I got it right. And no, did I back this game? I don't remember. I can't remember. And that is Labyrinth Chronicles. Oh man, this game just came in not too long ago, and you guys know it. Awaken Realms. That's my favorite publisher ever. I love Awaken Realms. I love all their stuff. I have backed every single game that they have came out with, and I have almost every single game they have come out with, except for Stalker, the board game, and the two other Nemesis, which I don't think you need all three, right? I just think that's overkill. I really do. I mean, just pick one, stick with it, and you have a great system, right? So Nemesis, I have the original Nemesis. What other game do I not have? I don't have there like Lords of Hellas, right? I have Lords of Ragnarok, but I don't have Lords of Hellas, which is the same game essentially there. But yeah, Labyrinth Chronicles, looking forward to getting this one played and onto the table. And yeah, I love that. So hey, so guys, yeah, that is the games that are leaving my collection and the games that are entering into my collection. Guys, tell me what you guys think in the comments. I'm super excited to get these games played, and tell me what games maybe you've had come into your collection recently, or maybe games that you have leaving your collection to make room for those games. Yeah, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for watching this video, and yeah, give it a like, comment down below if you hate these games, if you think I'm making a dumb decision for getting rid of some of these games. Guys, just go ahead and tell me. Look, you will not hurt my feelings, okay? I promise. You won't hurt my feelings on anything you say. I'm all for the feedback, right? I'm all for the feedback. Guys, I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.